Welcome. Today we are tackling a classic coding interview problem, multiplying strings. This challenge asks us to multiply two non-negative integers that are represented as strings. It is a fundamental problem that tests your understanding of array manipulation and basic arithmetic implementation. You might wonder, why not just convert the strings to integers and multiply them directly? The reason is size limits. Standard integer types, like 64-bit integers, have a maximum value. If we need to multiply numbers with hundreds of digits, standard types will cause an overflow error. Strings, however, can hold arbitrarily large numbers, limited only by system memory. To solve this, we do not need to reinvent the wheel. We can simply simulate the method you learned in grade school. On paper, you multiply the numbers digit by digit, shifting positions, and adding the results. Our algorithm will do exactly the same thing using code. First, we need a place to store our answer. The maximum length of the product of two numbers is simply the sum of their individual lengths. For example, a two-digit number times a two-digit number yields at most a four-digit number. So, we initialize an array of zeros with size m plus n. We will iterate through both strings from right to left. The most critical part of this algorithm is understanding where to place the result of multiplying two digits. If we multiply the digit at index I from the first number and index j from the second number, the result contributes to indices I plus j and I plus j plus 1 in our result array. Let us break down the loop. For every pair of digits, we calculate their product. We then add this product to whatever value already exists at the current position in our result array. This running sum allows us to accumulate values just like we do when adding partial products on paper. Once we have the sum for a specific position, we need to handle the carry. The modulo of the sum becomes the digit at the current position, and the integer division of the sum is added to the position to the left. This propagates the carry over to the next place value. After our loops finish, we have an array of integers representing our answer. However, this array might have leading zeros if the result is smaller than the maximum possible size. We convert the array back into a string, skipping any zeros at the start. If the result is purely 0, we simply return the string 0. Let's look at efficiency. The time complexity is O of m times n because we use a nested loop to multiply every digit of the first number by every digit of the second. The space complexity is O of m plus n, which is the space required for our result array. To summarize, multiplying strings allows us to handle huge numbers without overflow. We simulate manual multiplication using an array of size m+. And the key is mapping the indices correctly using I plus j and handling the carry and leading zeros properly. This pattern is essential for any big integer arithmetic implementation.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.